and you can talk to Don Gambrel about this, because I sent both I sent to Gambrel both Johnny Sieben and Justin Lemberg.
Right.
Oh, and that's a story. Lemberg, that's my saddest moment. Every time I see the fellow, I have to call him Bronzy. The best he could do was a bronze medal at the Olympic Games. So we've nicknamed him over here amongst the troops. Hey, Bronzy, what are you doing?
I bet he loves that.
Oh, mate. But you know what? The things that he learnt in swimming, the discipline, the focus, the goal setting, the working, all these things he's put into business. He's one of the most successful businessmen in Australia these days.
Wow.
He does exactly everything. And that's another lesson that I learned as a coach, which really, every time I see him, I just shake my head and I get the shits with myself. Because, and I suppose this is making excuses for why your kids get beaten, like make an excuse for Holland. There's no excuse for Holland. He was beaten by a better swimmer, Goodell. There's no excuse for Lemberg. He was beaten by a better swimmer that trained at altitude and in the 400 freestyle.
Yeah.
But I identified that Justin was a very poor turner and he needed to work on his turns better. And I said to him, 0.1 each turn, mate, that's 7.1s is 0.7 or even more. You can improve yourself.
Yeah.
And I went to the local school that was about 3 doors down from where he lived. 3 doors down from where he lived. And I saw the headmaster. I said, can you give this kid, can he use the pool in the middle of the day to do some training, just to do some turns? All I want him to do is 50 turns every lunchtime, extra, so that he can improve. He's going to go to the Olympic Games for sure. He'll make the team. The headmaster agreed. And Justin went down there every day religiously and did his 100 turns. This silly bastard that you're looking at right now through the camera, I didn't go down to watch him. I was busy doing something else. So the kid kept practicing bad turns. Mate, that's the worst coaching performance ever. That a coach goes and does something, sits on his ass, has a cup of coffee, and doesn't actually coach his kids.
Yeah.
He was there on his own, doing it wrong all the time.
Yeah.
It's not his fault that he got beaten, mate. I'll tell you now. 2 people's fault. DiCarlo, who beat him, 1, because DiCarlo might, if he'd have been a bit closer, DiCarlo could have gone faster. 2, maybe. We don't know. But Lemberg didn't do his best, and it was because of my coaching inadequacies. Very poor coaching.
Well, it's big of you to admit that.
And what I do now is I say to all my teachers, my junior coaches, the standard you walk past is the standard you accept. If you see a mistake and don't correct it, you're not a coach, mate. You're a statue. And you know what happens to statues? Pigeons shit on statues.
That's the truth.
That's the truth. The standard you walk past is the standard you accept. Accept it and do it. Otherwise, it's going to come back to bite you. As every time I see Lemberg and have to call him Bronzy, it comes back to bite me.